Ladies and gentlemen, today we gather to celebrate not just a person but a phenomenon. Someone whose journey has redefined resilience, determination, and the meaning of relentless pursuit. That someone is Joe Ranga. Joe's story is not merely about success. It is about the continuous rise, the unwavering spirit that refuses to be held back by challenges, and the courage to push forward when the world seems determined to hold you down. His journey reminds us all that life does not stop at one victory. The rise continues and it grows stronger with every challenge faced. Joe Ranga teaches us that the path to greatness is built not just on talent, but on persistence, vision, and the unshakable belief in one's own potential. Every obstacle becomes a stepping stone, every setback a lesson, and every moment a chance to rise higher. Today, as we reflect on Joe's incredible journey, let us draw inspiration from his resilience, his passion, and his unstoppable drive. Let us understand that no matter where we are in life, we too can rise, continue to grow, and redefine our destinies. Joe Ranga is living proof that the rise does not end with success. It is a continuous journey, a lifelong pursuit, and an enduring testament to the human spirit. Joe Ranga's rise is a story defined by an unwavering and relentless determination, a quality that sets him apart from the ordinary. From the very beginning, Joe understood that talent alone could never carry someone to greatness. It is the burning desire to keep moving forward, no matter the obstacles, that truly shapes destiny. Throughout his journey, Joe encountered moments when the path ahead seemed impossible, when circumstances were stacked against him, and when every reason to quit whispered in his ear. Yet he never allowed hesitation or fear to dictate his actions. His determination is not simply about working hard. It is about working with purpose, with focus, and with an intensity that refuses to accept failure as permanent. Even during periods of doubt and uncertainty, Joe's determination became a guiding force, pushing him to wake up each day with a clear vision of his goals. He treated every challenge as a test of resolve, every obstacle as a stepping stone, and every setback as a temporary pause rather than a stop. This relentless mindset meant that even when doors closed in his face, he found ways to create new ones, to innovate, and to carve paths where none seemed to exist. Joe's story teaches us that determination is not a fleeting emotion or a momentary burst of effort. It is a sustained, disciplined commitment to keep moving forward even when the journey feels long and the results are not immediate. What makes Joe's determination extraordinary is its consistency. He never allowed small failures to discourage him, never let criticism weaken his resolve, and never permitted circumstances to define his limits. Instead, he treated each challenge as an opportunity to prove to himself, and to the world, that persistence and grit can overcome almost anything. His relentless drive inspires everyone who witnesses his journey to understand that true determination is not just about achieving goals. It is about becoming someone unbreakable, someone whose spirit refuses to bow, and someone whose rise is unstoppable because it is fueled by a heart and mind fully committed to progress, no matter the cost. Joe Ranga's journey is a testament to the fact that setbacks are not the end of the road but the very moments that shape true greatness. From the outset, Joe encountered situations that would have discouraged even the strongest minds. Moments when plans failed, when opportunities slipped away, and when the weight of life's challenges seemed unbearable. Yet, instead of succumbing to disappointment, Joe transformed every setback into a stepping stone. He understood that failure is not a reflection of one's worth, but a lesson in disguise, a chance to learn, adapt, and emerge stronger than before. Each setback Joe faced became a defining chapter in his rise. He refused to view obstacles as permanent barriers. Instead, he dissected them, understood their lessons, and used that knowledge to refine his strategy and approach. This ability to analyze and adapt turned moments of defeat into invaluable growth experiences. Whether it was facing rejection, financial difficulties, or personal challenges, Joe's mindset remained unshaken. He treated setbacks as temporary detours rather than permanent stops, believing firmly that persistence and learning from adversity would eventually lead to success. What makes Joe's approach to setbacks remarkable is his refusal to internalize them as limitations. He does not allow the mistakes of the past to dictate his future, nor does he give in to self-doubt or fear. Instead, he embraces every challenge with courage, knowing that resilience is built in the face of adversity. Joe's story teaches us that the road to success is never straight. It is filled with curves, hurdles, and moments of uncertainty. However, with the right mindset, setbacks can become the catalyst for transformation, pushing individuals to develop new skills, discover hidden strengths, and deepen their resolve to keep moving forward. Through his experiences, Joe has shown that overcoming setbacks is not simply about bouncing back. It is about growing, evolving and becoming stronger with each challenge. His journey is a living example that obstacles do not define your destiny, your response to them does. By facing setbacks head-on, learning from them and refusing to let them deter his progress, Joe Ranga demonstrates the true essence of perseverance and the power of the human spirit to rise again and again, no matter how many times life tries to hold you down. One of the most remarkable aspects of Joe Ranga's rise is his extraordinary ability to envision a future far beyond what most people consider possible. From the earliest stages of his journey, Joe demonstrated a rare clarity of vision, a deep understanding of what he wanted to achieve and an unshakable belief that he could reach it, no matter how distant or ambitious it seemed. Unlike many who allow circumstances to define their possibilities, Joe looked beyond the immediate challenges, the obstacles in his path, and the skepticism of others. His vision was not constrained by what existed in the present. It was fueled by what could be created, imagined, and realized through determination, innovation, and relentless effort. Joe's vision goes beyond mere personal ambition. He does not simply strive for short-term achievements or fleeting recognition. He imagines possibilities that have the power to transform lives, communities, and industries. This ability to see the bigger picture, to anticipate potential, seize opportunities, and pursue goals that others might dismiss as unrealistic, has been a driving force behind his continuous rise. It is this visionary mindset that allows him to take risks, make bold decisions, and move forward with confidence, even when the path ahead is uncertain or untested. What makes Joe's vision so compelling is his ability to translate ideas into action. It is not enough to dream. Joe meticulously plans, strategizes, and executes steps that turn his vision into reality. Every goal he sets is accompanied by a clear roadmap, yet he remains adaptable, understanding that the journey toward extraordinary outcomes requires flexibility, learning, and resilience. His story teaches us that a vision beyond limits is not a fantasy. It is a commitment to thinking bigger than one's current circumstances, to imagining possibilities where others see boundaries, and to acting consistently toward those possibilities despite setbacks, criticism, or doubt. Furthermore, Joe's vision inspires everyone around him. By seeing beyond limits, he challenges others to expand their own horizons, to question self-imposed boundaries, and to believe in potential that they may have never considered. His life demonstrates that having a vision beyond limits is not only about personal success. It is about creating a ripple effect of inspiration, motivation, and transformation that extends far beyond oneself. Joe Ranga's rise continues because he does not simply accept the world as it is. He envisions the world as it could be, and he works tirelessly to make that vision a reality. Joe Ranga's journey is a testament to the extraordinary power of resilience, the kind of resilience that is not simply about surviving challenges but about thriving through them. Life threw countless obstacles in his path, from moments of personal struggle to professional setbacks that could have discouraged even the strongest of spirits. Yet, time and again, Joe displayed an unshakable resilience, a strength that allowed him to rise stronger after every challenge rather than be diminished by it. This resilience is the cornerstone of his continued rise, demonstrating that true greatness is not built in times of ease, but forged in the fires of adversity. What sets Joe apart is not just his ability to endure difficulties, but his unwavering capacity to confront them head-on without losing faith or momentum. He understands that setbacks, failures, and disappointments are not indicators of defeat but opportunities to grow stronger, wiser, and more capable. Whether facing moments of doubt, intense criticism, or unforeseen challenges, Joe remains steadfast, grounded in the belief that persistence and determination are far more powerful than temporary hardships. His resilience is active. It is not passive acceptance of life's difficulties, but a deliberate, conscious choice to rise, adapt, and keep moving forward, no matter how daunting the circumstances. Joe's unshakable resilience is also deeply tied to his mindset. He approaches every challenge with clarity, focus, and the determination to extract lessons and insights from every experience. Instead of being discouraged by failure, he studies it, analyzes it, and uses it as a stepping stone for future success. This mindset allows him to maintain a sense of purpose and direction even in the most turbulent times, turning what could have been moments of despair into catalysts for growth and opportunity. Moreover, Joe's resilience inspires those around him. By refusing to break under pressure, he sets an example for others to follow, showing that obstacles do not define us, but our responses to them do. His life illustrates that the strength to continue to rise after falling, and to keep moving forward with courage and determination, is the defining trait of anyone who aspires to greatness. Joe Ranga demonstrates that resilience is not about avoiding hardship, but about embracing it, learning from it, and using it as fuel to continue the rise, stronger and more determined than ever before. Joe Ranga's rise is not a solitary journey. It is one that uplifts, motivates, and empowers those around him. His leadership is rooted not in authority or position, but in character, action, and example. Joe leads by doing, by showing what is possible through discipline, courage, and unwavering commitment. People are drawn to his vision because he does not merely speak about success. He lives it, demonstrating through his actions that greatness is earned through consistency, integrity, and resilience. This authentic approach to leadership makes his influence genuine and lasting. What truly defines Joe's leadership is his ability to inspire belief in others. He recognizes potential where others may see limitation, encouraging those around him to push beyond self-doubt and fear. By sharing his struggles as openly as his victories, Joe creates a connection built on trust and relatability. His journey serves as proof that success is attainable for anyone willing to work relentlessly and stay committed to their goals. This ability to spark confidence and motivation in others transforms his leadership into a powerful force for growth and positive change. Joe's leadership is also grounded in responsibility and accountability. He understands that to lead others, one must first master self-discipline and personal growth. He holds himself to high standards, knowing that his actions set the tone for those who follow. This sense of responsibility drives him to make thoughtful decisions, remain focused on long-term impact, and act with integrity even when faced with difficult choices. Through this approach, Joe builds respect and loyalty, not through command but through consistency and trust. Beyond personal influence, Joe's leadership extends to creating opportunities for others to rise alongside him. He believes that true success is not measured by individual achievements alone, but by the collective progress of those he inspires. By mentoring, guiding, and empowering others, Joe ensures that his rise becomes a shared journey, one that encourages growth, ambition, and purpose in everyone he touches. His leadership demonstrates that the most powerful leaders are those who lift others as they rise, creating a legacy of inspiration that continues to grow with every life impacted by their example. Joe Ranga's continued rise is deeply rooted in his unwavering commitment to lifelong learning. No matter how far he progresses, Joe never considers himself complete or finished. He understands that growth is a continuous process and that knowledge, adaptability, and self-improvement are essential to staying relevant and moving forward. Rather than becoming complacent with achievements, he treats every success as a foundation for further learning, constantly seeking ways to sharpen his skills, expand his understanding, and refine his approach to life and work. What sets Joe apart is his humility in learning. He is willing to listen, observe, and absorb lessons from every experience, whether it comes from success, failure, or the wisdom of others. He learns from mentors, peers, and even those who challenge him, recognizing that insight can come from any direction. This openness allows him to evolve continuously, adapt to changing environments, and respond effectively to new challenges. Joe's learning mindset ensures that he remains dynamic rather than stagnant, always ready to grow beyond his current limits. Joe also views challenges as classrooms rather than obstacles. Each setback, mistake, or unexpected turn becomes an opportunity to gain deeper insight and stronger perspective. Instead of repeating errors, he reflects, adjusts, and moves forward with greater clarity. This disciplined approach to learning transforms experience into wisdom, enabling him to make smarter decisions and build a stronger foundation for future success. His journey illustrates that learning does not end with formal education. It continues through experience, reflection, and intentional growth. By embracing lifelong learning, Joe sets an example for everyone around him. He demonstrates that true excellence requires curiosity, self-awareness, and the willingness to evolve. His story reminds us that those who continue to learn continue to rise, and those who stop learning limit their own potential. Joe Ranga's commitment to growth through learning ensures that his rise is not temporary, but sustained, adaptable, and ever-expanding, driven by the belief that there is always more to learn, more to improve, and more to achieve. Joe Ranga's rise continues because he possesses the rare courage to innovate, the willingness to challenge norms, question conventions, and step beyond the comfort of familiar paths. Innovation for Joe is not about reckless change but about bold thinking combined with purposeful action. He understands that progress demands evolution, and evolution requires the bravery to try new ideas even when outcomes are uncertain. While many hesitate out of fear of failure or criticism, Joe moves forward with confidence, driven by the belief that growth lies on the other side of risk. What makes Joe's innovative spirit stand out is his refusal to be limited by tradition or expectation. He does not accept, this is how it's always been done as a final answer. Instead, he seeks better, smarter, and more impactful ways to move forward. This mindset allows him to identify opportunities where others see obstacles and to create solutions where others see limitations. His courage to innovate ensures that he stays ahead of change rather than being overtaken by it, continuously redefining what is possible through creativity and forward thinking. Joe's approach to innovation is deeply rooted in learning and adaptation. He experiments, evaluates results, and refines his strategies with patience and persistence. Even when an idea does not succeed immediately, he does not retreat. He learns, adjusts, and tries again with greater clarity. This process transforms innovation from a single act into a continuous journey of improvement. His willingness to embrace uncertainty and learn from outcomes enables him to build sustainable progress rather than temporary success. Through his courage to innovate, Joe inspires others to break free from self-imposed boundaries and fear of the unknown. He demonstrates that innovation is not reserved for a select few. It is a mindset available to anyone willing to think differently and act boldly. Joe Ranga's journey shows that the courage to innovate is essential for continuous growth, allowing individuals to rise beyond limitations, adapt to change, and create paths that lead to lasting impact and advancement. Joe Ranga's journey is not defined solely by his achievements, milestones, or personal victories, but by the powerful legacy of inspiration he continues to build through his actions, mindset, and unwavering commitment to growth. His rise reaches far beyond individual success. It resonates in the lives of those who watch his journey and find the courage to pursue their own dreams. Joe understands that true legacy is not created overnight. It is shaped through consistent effort, integrity, and the ability to inspire others through example rather than words alone. What makes Joe's legacy so meaningful is its authenticity. He does not present a polished story free of struggle. Instead, he openly reflects the reality of hardship, failure, and perseverance. By embracing his journey in its entirety, Joe gives others permission to believe in themselves despite uncertainty or fear. His story becomes a source of strength for those who feel overlooked, underestimated, or discouraged, showing them that greatness is possible when persistence and belief remain stronger than doubt. This genuine connection transforms his success into something larger than personal achievement. Joe's legacy is also rooted in impact. Every challenge he overcomes, every lesson he learns, and every step he takes forward becomes a source of motivation for others. He inspires people not just to chase success, but to develop resilience, courage, and purpose in their own lives. Through his journey, Joe demonstrates that influence is not measured by status or recognition, but by the positive change one creates in the lives of others. His rise becomes a guiding light for those seeking direction, clarity, and confidence to move forward. By continuing to rise with humility and purpose, Joe Ranga leaves behind a legacy that encourages future generations to dream boldly, work relentlessly, and remain unbreakable in the face of adversity. His story lives on in the ambitions he ignites, the courage he instills, and the belief he spreads, proving that the most powerful legacy is one that inspires others to rise, grow, and pursue their own greatness without fear or limitation. At the core of Joe Ranga's continued rise lies an unbreakable commitment to consistency and discipline. While many are motivated by short bursts of passion or temporary excitement, Joe understands that true progress is built through daily effort, repeated actions, and unwavering focus over time. His journey reflects the belief that success is not the result of a single breakthrough moment, but the outcome of showing up every day, even when motivation fades and results are not immediately visible. This disciplined approach transforms ordinary effort into extraordinary achievement. Joe's consistency is not accidental. It is intentional and deeply rooted in self-control and clarity of purpose. He structures his actions around long-term goals rather than short-term comfort, choosing discipline over distraction and progress over excuses. Even during difficult phases, when challenges slow momentum or uncertainty clouds the path ahead, Joe maintains his routine, his standards, and his commitment to growth. This ability to remain steady under pressure ensures that setbacks do not derail his journey, but instead become part of a larger, forward-moving process. Discipline for Joe is more than hard work. It is mental strength. It is the ability to stay focused when others lose direction, to remain patient when success takes time, and to keep pushing forward when recognition is absent. He understands that consistency compounds effort, turning small, repeated actions into powerful results. By mastering discipline, Joe builds momentum that sustains his rise, allowing progress to continue even in silence, even when no one is watching. Through his disciplined and consistent approach, Joe Ranga sets a powerful example that greatness is not built on intensity alone, but on endurance. His journey teaches that those who remain consistent in their efforts, disciplined in their choices, and committed to their vision will inevitably rise above limitations. This quiet, relentless consistency becomes one of the strongest forces behind Joe's continued ascent, shaping a journey defined not by speed, but by strength, stability, and unstoppable forward motion. At the heart of Joe Ranga's continued rise lies an unwavering belief in himself, a belief that remains firm even when circumstances, opinions, or failures attempt to shake it. This self-belief is not rooted in arrogance or blind confidence, but in a deep internal conviction that he is capable of growth, transformation, and achievement. From the earliest stages of his journey, Joe trusted his inner voice even when external validation was absent. When others doubted his path or questioned his potential, he relied on his belief to keep moving forward with clarity and determination. Joe's self-belief becomes most powerful during moments of uncertainty. When results are slow, when efforts go unnoticed, and when setbacks create doubt, he does not retreat or second-guess his worth. Instead, he strengthens his resolve, reminding himself that progress is often invisible before it becomes undeniable. This inner confidence allows him to take bold steps, make difficult decisions, and stand firm in his vision even when the outcome is unclear. His belief acts as an anchor, keeping him steady through challenges that would cause others to lose direction. What makes Joe's self-belief exceptional is that it grows through experience rather than perfection. Every obstacle he overcomes reinforces his confidence, every failure deepens his understanding, and every lesson strengthens his trust in himself. He does not wait for perfect conditions to believe, he believes in his ability to adapt, learn, and rise regardless of conditions. This mindset frees him from fear of failure and empowers him to pursue opportunities with courage and persistence. Through unwavering self-belief, Joe Ranga demonstrates that success begins internally before it becomes visible externally. His journey shows that when belief remains stronger than doubt, and conviction outweighs fear, growth becomes inevitable. This powerful self-trust fuels his actions, sharpens his focus, and sustains his rise, proving that belief in oneself is not just a mindset, but a force that drives continuous progress and forward momentum. Joe Ranga's continued rise is strongly driven by his ability to adapt in an ever-changing world. He understands that no journey remains static and that success demands flexibility, awareness, and the courage to evolve. When circumstances shift, strategies fail, or environments change unexpectedly, Joe does not resist or retreat. Instead, he adjusts, recalibrates, and moves forward with renewed focus. This adaptability allows him to remain relevant, resilient, and prepared, even when the path ahead looks completely different from what he initially envisioned. Joe's adaptability is rooted in awareness and acceptance. He recognizes that change is not a threat but an opportunity to grow stronger and smarter. Rather than clinging to outdated methods or past successes, he continuously evaluates his approach, learns from new experiences, and embraces transformation. This mindset prevents stagnation and enables him to respond effectively to challenges that demand new thinking and innovative solutions. His ability to pivot without losing sight of his core values ensures that progress continues, even during uncertainty. What sets Joe apart is his calmness in change. While others panic when plans collapse or conditions shift, Joe remains composed, focused, and forward-thinking. He understands that adaptability is not about abandoning goals, but about finding new ways to reach them. By staying open to change, he transforms disruptions into opportunities for reinvention and growth. Each adjustment strengthens his journey, sharpening his skills and expanding his perspective. Through adaptability, Joe Ranga demonstrates that growth belongs to those who evolve with time. His journey reflects the truth that rigidity limits progress, while flexibility fuels advancement. By embracing change with confidence and clarity, Joe ensures that his rise is not halted by uncertainty but strengthened by it, allowing him to continue moving forward with purpose, resilience, and unwavering momentum. Joe Ranga's rise is guided not by randomness or impulse, but by a deep sense of purpose that shapes every decision he makes. He understands that true progress is achieved when actions are aligned with meaning, values, and long-term vision. Rather than chasing short-term gains or external validation, Joe remains focused on goals that resonate with his core beliefs. This purpose-driven mindset gives his efforts direction, clarity, and endurance, allowing him to move forward with confidence even when the journey becomes demanding or uncertain. Joe's sense of purpose acts as a compass during difficult moments. When challenges arise or progress slows, he does not lose motivation because he knows why he started. This clarity strengthens his commitment and helps him make disciplined choices, even when easier paths tempt him. His actions are intentional, thoughtful, and rooted in a desire to create lasting impact rather than temporary success. This alignment between purpose and effort transforms hard work into meaningful progress. What makes Joe's purpose-driven approach powerful is its consistency across all aspects of his journey. Whether facing success or struggle, he remains anchored to his values, refusing to compromise integrity for convenience. His purpose fuels perseverance, encourages accountability, and ensures that each step forward contributes to something larger than himself. By acting with intention, Joe builds momentum that is sustainable and deeply fulfilling. Through purpose-driven actions, Joe Ranga demonstrates that lasting growth is not accidental. It is the result of clarity, commitment, and alignment between vision and effort. His journey shows that when purpose leads the way, actions gain strength, direction, and meaning, creating a path of progress defined by focus, resilience, and continuous forward movement. Joe Ranga's continued rise is strongly supported by his exceptional mental strength and emotional control. He understands that external challenges can only have power if the mind allows them to. Throughout his journey, Joe has learned to master his thoughts, regulate his emotions, and remain focused even in high-pressure situations. While others may be overwhelmed by stress, criticism, or uncertainty, Joe maintains clarity and composure, enabling him to make sound decisions and stay aligned with his goals regardless of circumstances. Joe's mental strength is built through self-awareness and discipline. He recognizes his emotions without allowing them to dictate his actions. When faced with frustration, disappointment, or setbacks, he does not react impulsively. Instead, he pauses, reflects, and responds with intention. This ability to control emotional responses prevents distractions, reduces unnecessary conflict, and preserves energy for meaningful progress. His emotional control becomes a silent advantage, allowing him to remain steady while others lose balance. What makes Joe's mindset powerful is his resilience under pressure. He accepts that stress and adversity are part of growth, but he refuses to let them break his focus or weaken his resolve. By maintaining mental clarity, he transforms pressure into motivation and challenges into opportunities for growth. This strength allows him to navigate uncertainty with confidence and continue moving forward even when situations feel overwhelming or unpredictable. Through mental strength and emotional control, Joe Ranga demonstrates that success is as much an internal battle as it is an external journey. His ability to remain calm, focused, and intentional ensures that obstacles do not derail his progress but instead sharpen his determination. This mastery of the mind becomes a crucial force behind his continued rise, shaping a journey driven by stability, confidence, and unwavering inner strength. Joe Ranga's rise is defined not by haste, but by patience and an unshakable commitment to the long-term journey. He understands that meaningful success cannot be rushed and that real progress often unfolds slowly, through persistent effort and unwavering focus over time. Rather than chasing instant results or quick recognition, Joe remains devoted to the process, trusting that consistent work and steady growth will eventually produce lasting outcomes. This patience allows him to stay grounded, disciplined, and focused, even when rewards are delayed. Joe's long-term commitment is rooted in clarity and trust in the journey. He does not abandon his goals at the first sign of difficulty or distraction. When progress appears slow or obstacles stretch the timeline, he remains composed, knowing that endurance is often the difference between those who rise and those who quit. His patience enables him to withstand periods of uncertainty without frustration, keeping his energy aligned with growth rather than impatience. What makes Joe's patience powerful is that it is active, not passive. He continues to work, learn, and improve while waiting for results, understanding that every small effort contributes to a larger outcome. He values consistency over speed and sustainability over shortcuts. This long-term mindset protects him from burnout and impulsive decisions, ensuring that each step forward strengthens his foundation rather than weakening it. Through patience and long-term commitment, Joe Ranga demonstrates that endurance is a form of strength. His journey shows that those who are willing to wait, persist, and remain committed through slow phases build resilience, depth, and stability. This dedication to the long view allows his rise to remain steady and powerful, driven by trust in the process and the determination to keep moving forward regardless of time or difficulty. Joe Ranga's continued rise is fueled by an unwavering commitment to excellence in every aspect of his journey. For him, success is not measured solely by results or recognition, but by the quality, integrity, and effort he puts into everything he does. From the smallest task to the most significant milestone, Joe approaches each opportunity with meticulous care, attention to detail, and a drive to perform at his very best. This pursuit of excellence becomes a defining feature of his character and the foundation upon which his continuous growth is built. What makes Joe's commitment to excellence remarkable is that it is consistent and non-negotiable. He refuses to settle for mediocrity or shortcuts, understanding that lasting impact comes from doing things the right way, not just the easy way. Even when faced with challenges, pressure, or limited resources, he prioritizes quality over convenience, ensuring that every action, decision, and outcome reflects his highest standards. This mindset elevates not only his achievements but also the people and projects around him. Joe's commitment to excellence is also deeply connected to personal pride and accountability. He holds himself responsible for his results, constantly evaluating performance and seeking improvement. Mistakes are not failures in his view, but opportunities to refine skills, strengthen processes, and enhance outcomes. By maintaining such high standards, he creates a ripple effect, inspiring others to push beyond average, to embrace mastery, and to commit fully to their own potential. Through his dedication to excellence, Joe Ranga demonstrates that greatness is not accidental. It is cultivated through deliberate effort, attention, and standards that demand the best of oneself. His journey shows that excellence is not a destination but a continuous practice, a driving force that ensures every step forward is meaningful, every achievement is impactful, and every rise is built on a foundation of integrity, discipline, and uncompromising quality.